Oh, hello friends. You may have landed on this video because you might be frustrated because you're just not hitting those monthly revenue goals that you have on social media. What's the deal? Let's have a chat. So maybe you've tried making money on Instagram, maybe you've tried making money with Pinterest or YouTube or Facebook ads, who knows? You may be on the fork in the road of if you go right, you're giving up. And if you go left, you're just gonna keep on going, but you hardly have motivation because you haven't generated those first $1,000 or however big the amount you were hoping. So your girl is here to give you some pointers because in the beginning, that was me. I tried every social media website to make money, to get my online business off the ground. And it was embarrassing every time somebody asked me, oh, so Marissa, how's that social media thing going for you? Are you making any income with that online business thing? Well, as a matter of fact, I'm not. I haven't even made my first dollar. I don't want anybody to know. So don't worry, together we're here right now to try and dissect what's going on in your business and why you're not getting those results. So let's just take a step back and evaluate the things that might be going wrong first. The first thing you have to understand about generating this much money on social media is that there's several ways to monetize all social medias. And really, every single way works, right? You have affiliate marketing, which I just made an awesome video about. I'll leave it up here or the link in the description. You have e-commerce, you have your own coaching services, consulting, you have your own digital products. And to build and generate a list, which will then make you money later, you have your lead magnet, which is collecting leads for you and building your own source of traffic so that you don't rely on the social media traffic that's just coming from Instagram or just coming from Facebook or YouTube or wherever you are. So here's one thing that I didn't really understand in the beginning, and that is that certain business models work way better than others for monetizing a specific social media. For example, let's start with Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and look me up, Marissa E. Romero, and smash that follow button because I give behind the scenes and exclusive content of my business, more ways of making money online and monetizing YouTube, passive income, all that great stuff. So go ahead and holler at me on Instagram. And so Instagram, it's a tough one to crack. And let's talk about why. Instagram is very, very great with business models like coaching and consulting. Why? Instagram connects with people more so with photos and also through pain points. Your audience on Instagram is unlike any other audience. Why? Because people are scrolling on Instagram to catch up on their day. Yes, nowadays to get value because they see so many business owners and people giving value online, but the attention span is a lot smaller, right? So your content strategy really, really matters on Instagram. Like for example, if you create a carousel like I recently did on my Instagram, I talk about people's pain points. Pain point content is the most valuable type of content that you can provide on Instagram. Why? Because it makes people like feel uncomfortable. They're like, oh, yes, that relates to me. That post is talking to me. And man, I wanna follow this chick. I wanna save this post. I wanna share it with my friends. It sparks the most engagement. So first and foremost, the way you really make some money and generate leads and clients to your business on Instagram is by nailing your niche and your target audience. Who are you serving? In that little tiny bio that you have on your Instagram account, you have like 3 words to describe to people what it is you do, right? So you don't want to waste those words. You definitely want to say like, I help such and such person solve XYZ in this amount of time, blah, blah, blah. You know, you have to be crystal clear on who you solve. It's not just you're in the fitness niche. That's not specific enough. There's 100,000 million, fitness Instagram models that are in the fitness niche, but they don't solve a problem, right? Your sub niche on Instagram is what's important. Maybe you are a vegan coach who helps women who are trying to build muscle and be a power lifter, gain muscle with different types of vegan workouts and recipes or something like that. Now that is very, very specific. You know that your target audience is women who are also vegans who want to build muscle. There's all types of layers to the niche on Instagram. And this makes it so much easier. Let's say you have a coaching service. It makes it so much easier when you're crystal clear about who you serve to attract more people faster. And don't get discouraged even if you have less than 1,000 followers. That's the cool thing about Instagram, is that even if you have less than 1,000 followers, you can convert those followers into clients because they connect with you. They see that your audience is small. They like it because they know that you will most likely answer when they DM you. I mean, how many times have you seen a profile? It's like, oh, well, she's got 92,000 followers. I'm not even gonna try, right? Because you know that they're probably not looking at their DMs. But when you see someone, a coach, or somebody, a service provider, like for example, the other day on Instagram, I was looking for a lawyer, right? I was looking for a lawyer because I need help with trademarking, a course in my business, and I need help with other contract and legal stuff. So what do? I look for lawyers that have a smaller following, because I know that when I DM them like, hey, how can you help me? Like, how much do your services cost? They will respond back. Guaranteed, because their audience is smaller, they'll see my messages, and connecting with people in the DMs is so great. Because why? You can actually send a voicemail. Unlike with YouTube and unlike with other platforms, like you can't communicate with your subscribers via voice message, right? So you can send voice messages to people and connect. And so as I was looking for a lawyer, I was also looking to see if any of them, you know, besides their audience size, have testimonials, because a lot of times they'll put client success stories or something like that in the little highlight circle bubbles in the Instagram stories. And that to me is extremely helpful because that's social proof. So with making money on Instagram, that's a huge key, is if you have social proof already, if you have testimonials, if you have evidence that your product or service you're coaching works, put them on there. That's definitely going to carry you over the edge, because that's what helped me with making a decision with these lawyers, because there's so many different online business lawyers. If you look and type in online business lawyer, there's like, I don't know, at least 30 of them. So I'm like, man, how do I narrow it down and where do I even get started? And that's how, you know, testimonials, social proof, and it really makes a difference if they have maybe a consultation call, a free booking that I can strategize with them and to see if I'm a right client for them, right? Because this is an investment that I'm looking to do, and I want to make sure that we're the right fit to work together. But the point is, they wouldn't even have the chance to earn any of the money that I wanted to pay them if they didn't have specifically what they do on their profile, right? It made it so much easier to understand, like, oh, okay, you're an online contract lawyer who serves entrepreneurs like me who are trying to get legal in business. Great. Where we could at least talk, right? And have that conversation. And if not, it wouldn't have even been an option. So please be sure that you're optimizing your bio and getting super clear on who it is you serve and help and what problems you are solving. Another great piece of advice that I have for you in regards to Instagram is the IGTVs. IGTVs are not being used enough, right? You don't have to make an IGTV that's 10 minutes long, hell, not even 5 minutes long. My IGTVs are less than 90 seconds. Typically, they're clips of my YouTube videos, but other times I will make an IGTV about just other types of pain points that people are having in my niche, right? I'm relating to what problems they're having and I'm giving solutions in my content. The great thing about IGTVs though, and why people aren't using them enough, is because it gives you an opportunity to put a link in there, right? You can click a link in the IGTV, it's clickable, it's there, it's evergreen, unlike all the other posts. If I post a picture, I can't put a link. If I post a carousel, I can't put a link. I have to say, go to the bio, click on, you know, my free blueprint in the bio. But, you know, if I don't have my blueprint in the bio, that sucks because, you know, you only get one link in the bio. So definitely consider incorporating it more into your Instagram strategy, because those get the highest engagement on Instagram. At least it has for my profile. They get the most views, likes, shares, comments, and people get to connect with you with video. If you're not connecting and using video marketing in your business, you're behind. I know it's so easier said than done because you're thinking, oh, Marissa, you're a YouTuber, you're already used to being on camera and all that stuff. Don't let that fool you, okay? It's hard. It's hard to get on camera, but you just have to do it once. Just do what you have to do the first time to get on camera, do your makeup, do your hair, take a shot of tequila, whatever it is you need, just so you can get that one done and you can get that out of your system and just keep on doing it. All right, so now we got Instagram out of the way. Now moving on to the best, the Mac Daddy of them all, and that is YouTube. All right, and it's a no-brainer. I mean, if you're not on YouTube, where are you? What are you doing, right? Because if it's insane. Kelly Stamps, right? Who doesn't know Kelly Stamps? I mean, she just recently came out with a video about how much she's making, a 6-figure income, and I mean, she said it herself.
This is Professor Kelly Stamps, and stole your hearts in the past few months. Over 400,000 something hearts, I must add. How did I execute this internet domination plan? Well, I treated this like a job from day one.
And so unlike Instagram, YouTube is special because you throw any link your heart desires into that description and poof, it just sells. It could be an affiliate link. It could be a link to book a coaching service with you. It could be a link to your digital course. Whatever it is you're selling, maybe you have logo templates that you're selling, maybe you're selling graphic design, bundles, you name it, it will sell in your description. And you can get all the links you want, right? YouTube, you don't have to be as specific as your target audience. The audience on YouTube is a little different, okay? So you don't have to put like a 1-sentence bio and be perfect and not mess up, okay? Your YouTube channel audience is for the algorithm, right? It's defining who your audience is, but doing it for the YouTube algorithm way. So what I tell people, if they're not growing on YouTube, they're probably missing something along the lines of, you know, their niche being too broad. And what I mean by that is they're probably combining a channel about vegan recipes and vegan muscle building and finance. What the hell is finance doing in there, right? Like, why are you like, we're here, finance is like not even on the screen. So get that out of there. So you want to at least be specific on your channel. I like to tell people you need 3 main pillars. Pillars being like the 3 main topics of your channel, but they're specific, right? They're pillars that allow you to be diverse, but still be niche at the same time. Like, what do I mean by that? Well, if we go back to the vegan recipe example, vegan recipes, how many videos could you make about vegan recipes? Probably 100. I don't know how many vegan recipes there are out there, but the point is the pillars allow you to be specific, but still go broad and allow for the algorithm to be like, okay, I like this YouTube channel because I know what audience and what type of viewers to put in front of the camera. So that's what's the most important thing to growing and making money on YouTube, is that you're attracting subscribers with, you know, searchable content, and people are getting massive value from your educational type videos, from your entertainment type videos, and they're making that connection with you and establishing the know, like, and trust factor, and they'll want to buy whatever it is you're promoting or whatever it is you're selling because you're helping them out by delivering this amazing piece of content and video. And so if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and join the family as well while you're at it. Hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell because we're delivering content to you every single week on the channel, and it helps support the channel greatly. You have no idea. And as a matter of fact, if you are interested in taking your online revenue and business to the next level with leveraging the YouTube platform, which does give you the most powerful traffic, go ahead and download our Subscribers to Sales Blueprint right up here or the first link in the description, because those are the 6 quickest, fastest steps you'll see to creating a 6-figure YouTube channel. Hands down, you won't regret getting on my email list and downloading that blueprint. Okay, so back to YouTube. So as I mentioned, it's really, really easy to monetize YouTube. I mean, you can start monetizing YouTube right away. You don't have to wait until you get qualified for the YouTube partnership program and hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, because those are the requirements. You can start making money with less than 500 subscribers. I've seen it done so many times. I've had a pair of students, well, one couple who's a pair, they made money because they were generating a lot of traffic to their channel and getting lots of clients and calendar bookings, which meant money for them, passive income in the bank, and which meant with only 500 subscribers, they were able to become location independent, up and move away from the United States. They were able to have financial freedom. It was insane. I'm like, damn. I mean, I knew you were able to make money from YouTube, but wow, that is incredible. Okay, so there is no limit. With YouTube, you just keep growing exponentially, and the great thing is, old videos make money for you. Old videos that are 3 years old that I created, 3 years ago are still making money for me because it's evergreen, searchable content that people want to see. And it's still valid, and it'll be valid in 10 years from now. So your videos are like online real estate on crack because they're always working for you 24/7, even when you're not uploading every single day, or no, I don't expect anyone to upload every single day. Scratch that. But if you're not, if you take like a 3-week break or something from posting, it's not the end of the world because you have videos that were constantly getting searched, getting more views, and getting more subscribers. And people always ask me, because it's one thing to be interested in YouTube and to say you're gonna do it, but it's another thing to get started. There's so many things and obstacles that keep people from getting started. I hear it all the time. That people think they need a Hollywood studio, 4K lights, camera, action, like $1,000 like studio in their house. Like, you don't need that. I literally started with my smartphone and my ugly pixelated webcam on my laptop. That's it. Those two things took me to 15,000 subscribers. Crazy. And that is when I decided, I'm like, okay, well, I have I'm making good money every single month from YouTube. Now let's upgrade to the 4K camera. I bought one light after that, and that was it, okay? And people all the time ask me like, well, Marissa, how do you stay motivated? How do you show up every single week and do this? And the answer is, honestly, it's hard. There's so many days where I'm like, dude, I don't want to film. I can't, I won't do it, but then I just do it. You know why? It's because I'm developing those good habits and I'm making it a priority to incorporate it into my life and into my business no matter what. I show up for the job, I commit to the shot, like whatever you want to call it, I'm there. It's not always super motivating for me to get on camera because, it's hard to make videos, right? It takes energy, it takes time to really map out what you want to say and to give your followers and subscribers value. But at the end of the day, I know my why. I know my purpose in life, and that is to have a huge impact, and that is to leave a legacy, and that is to help people. And I look and I appreciate you guys so much, and leaving positive comments and leaving comments on how something that you learned from one of my videos made you be able to make money, gave you a business idea. And that to me is all I need. That's my motivation right there. That really is what keeps me going and showing up twice a week for you guys, minimum. Sometimes it's 3. So that, with a combination of developing that habit and making room in your life and in your business to incorporate making videos. That's the secret. That's the answer. So now what we're gonna do is talk about making money with podcasting. Now, I recently talked about a website called Anchor.fm, which is a podcast hosting platform. And the cool thing is when you upload the media file on that platform, it distributes it worldwide. No, I'm kidding. It distributes it to iTunes, Spotify, and all these other platforms. So it's kind of like your one-stop shop. But the cool thing is podcasting is where it's at. I don't have a podcast yet. I will. Just, I'm getting there. But Joe Rogan, if you guys didn't hear the big news of 2020, got was it $100 million deal with Spotify to move his podcast from YouTube onto Spotify. That's insane. That's the direction podcasting is going. I predict that within the next 5 years, there's going to be a podcaster out there who has a contract for $1 billion. That's just my prediction. There's lots of room for podcasters on Spotify. It's a brand new platform. But in this video clip with my fellow YouTube creator, Katie Steckley, we're gonna talk about more ways to get started and monetize with podcasting.
There are definitely lots of different ways that you can generate an income online with podcasting. So the one that people are most familiar with is, of course, the sponsored messages in pretty much every podcast you listen to, right? People will like take a break, they'll like give an ad read for some kind of brand that is paying them to do that. So that is something that's generally more accessible to people with a larger audience. So even for myself with my podcast, I don't have sponsored messages in my podcast yet, but I can still make money from it. So someday when you grow your podcast to a certain number of listeners, definitely getting sponsored messages in there is a great way to generate income from it. But before you get to that stage, there are still other opportunities. So what I do personally is, instead of doing an ad read for a brand that has like paid me explicitly to talk about them, what I do instead is I shout out one of the affiliate marketing programs that I'm signed up for. So there's all kinds of different softwares and products that I really love and want to share with my audience. So rather than like doing a regular brand message, what I'll do is basically kind of do that similar ad read sort of style, but just talk about a product or service that I have an affiliate link for. And then at the end, rather than sending them to the link that the company gave me, I'll just say, here's my affiliate link. It's in the show notes. Go check it out. So with that, I can make sure that the listeners that I have on my podcast episodes are hearing about the products and services that I love, and then potentially purchasing them with my affiliate link. So it's a really good opportunity to put in that affiliate marketing piece, because people are pretty much used to hearing ads on podcasts anyways. So when you jump in with an ad read, but you're just talking about an affiliate, then it works pretty seamlessly. People are used to it and they expect it. So if you aren't at the point where your audience is big enough to actually get like brand deals for your podcast, that is a really great way to start generating some income with your podcast. And in addition to that, if you are offering your own like digital products or services or whatever, definitely make sure you're promoting your own business too. So shout out your affiliates, shout out your own services, and that can be a really great way to generate some income.
Wow, that's really great. So I want to follow up on that, but I'm dying to know, what are some top 2 to 3 tips for getting started with a podcast? What is a beginner need to know?
That's a great question, because I think a lot of people are pretty intimidated by podcasting because it feels pretty mysterious. Like every other platform, it's very clear. If you want to be a YouTuber, sign up for YouTube and start posting there. Instagram, it's the same. But with podcasting, basically what you need to know is you're going to need some way to record your audio. If you want, that can literally be your smartphone. You don't need a fancy microphone. You need some way to edit it. So you can use like a free program like Audacity that's available for download on PC or Mac. So you can edit the audio that you record on your phone or on your laptop in Audacity on your laptop, or you can use a free app like Anchor to record and edit your podcast. So those are some really great beginner options. And then beyond that, you're going to need a way to post it to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So I mentioned Anchor. That's a really great app that can kind of help you do all of this. So you can record, edit, and host your podcast there and get it submitted to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But if you don't want to use Anchor, you can still record it on your phone, edit it in Audacity. You can host it somewhere like Simplecast or on your existing website, and then you could submit your RSS feed to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So that's the general process. And it might sound scary, but trust me, it's not. And you only have to do that once, the submission of the RSS feed piece. And then from there, you're just recording and editing your podcast.
All right, guys. So now if you're here with me, great. Let's continue learning and growing together, where I go way more in depth on how to monetize what you're watching right now, this powerful platform of YouTube, and how you can build a wildly profitable channel that sells, that converts. I want you to join me right now in my free masterclass. All you got to do is click the button below, sign up, register for free. You can watch it right away and prepare to learn so much more. So I'll see you in the masterclass.